Students, today we will be reviewing verbs. For this video, you will need your parts of speech document open, your grammar book, and you will need to access Angel at the end so that you can insert your answers to Angel. So to begin, there are two kinds of verbs, and the definition of a verb is it shows action or it links a subject to another word in the sentence. I give you two examples here. I ran, which is an action verb because our subject I is doing the action of running. And I am fast because am is linking I to fast. If you would now, as I review with you, please go to page 92 in your grammar book. On page 92, it talks to you about what verbs are. It says a verb is a word used to express an action, a condition, or a state of being. The two kinds are action and linking. Remember that both can be accompanied by helping verbs. First, we want to talk about action verbs. An action verb tells what the subject does. Please note that the action can be physical or mental. For instance, King Kong stomps and he climbs are both physical actions. Everyone fears and Kong loves, these are mental actions. So by fearing something or loving something, you are actually doing an action. We also have linking verbs, and a linking verb links its subject to a word in the predicate. The most common forms of linking verbs are the forms of be. So you may have heard someone say am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. You can also have some that say verbs that express a condition such as appear, become, feel, grow, look, remain, seem, smell, sound, and taste. Look at their examples for linking verb. King Kong is a huge gorilla. I like to think of linking verbs as equal signs. King Kong equals a gorilla. Or he seems angry. He equals angry. It's modifying or describing who he is. At the top of page 93, they give you some examples of verbs that can either be action or linking. And here's where it gets tricky, so you have to ask yourself, what is the subject doing? Or what does the subject equal? So when Kong looks at Andero, he's actually doing something. He's actually looking with his eyes at another person. When I say she looks frightened, well, she's not doing anything here, but she equals frightened. Frightened is describing how she's feeling. Below we have he feels sad. He equals a sad person, so it's linking verb. And then she feels his hot breath. She's actually doing something. Her hand could be up and actually feeling the breath on her hand. Finally, what we need to talk about are helping verbs and verb phrases. Helping verbs help main verbs express precise shades of meaning, and the combination of one or more helping verbs with a main verb is called a verb phrase. The examples your books give you are we have watched. Watched is our main verb, it's action, but have helps it. So our entire verb phrase is have watched. Because it's what we are doing, it is an action verb. Can rent is also a verb phrase, and it is action because that's what we're doing. If you look below, they give you common helping verbs, which is going to be helpful to you in your assignment today. We have forms of be, we have forms of do, have, and there are others such as could, should, would, may, might, must, can, shall, and will. I highly suggest that you look over this as you do your assignment. Students, before you begin your assignment, I suggest that you look over this page one more time. Now that you've looked over this, you need to turn to page 94 in your grammar book. For your assessment, you will be completing on page 94, Exercise A. I am going to do number 1 with you. The directions say, write the verb or verb phrase in each of the following sentences. You will do this, however, I'm going to add one more thing. You need to tell me if the verb is action or linking verb. I'm going to go ahead and do number 1 with you. I'd like you to either do this on paper or you may do what I have done and you may open a new document. You should save this in your grammar folder as page 94, exercise A. Number 1 says, King Kong may be the most famous monster movie ever. Well, I'm looking through and I'm trying to find either what King Kong is doing or what King Kong equals. I know that be is often a form for a linking verb, and I also noticed may, which if I were to look back on page 93, is a common helping verb. Everything else in this sentence, King Kong is a noun, monster, movie's a noun, all of these are describing the movie. My only verb here is a verb phrase, and it's may be. So on your document or paper, please write down the verb, may be. This is a verb phrase, so we want to include all verbs. Now I have to go back and ask myself, is this action or linking? So if I look back, King Kong isn't doing anything, but King Kong does equal a movie. Because it equals something, it's linking. And I'm going to go back and write linking. Please know the abbreviation for linking verb is LV. And of course, the abbreviation for an action verb would be AV. Students, please at this time complete 2 through 10 on your own, writing it either on paper or on a Word document, which you will save. When you are done, please insert your answers to Angel and the verb